2, 1. Right now, I'm holding rice grains in my hand. To produce these rice grains, it takes a lot of time. Tick tock, tick tock. It's not just about the time, it goes much beyond that. But we fail to realize the importance of one person. He is the person who toils in the scorching sun, merciless rains, and rough winds to yield the food crops. He is the person who expects less but gives more to the common man, but still not celebrated and respected in a country because he works behind the scenes of a need. I would call him the Godfather of Human Race. Ladies and gentlemen, he is the farmer, the eternal givers to our society. They satisfy our basic needs by sacrificing one of their basic needs. To me, there are two kinds of people in the world, givers and the takers. The happiest people who put a smile on their face and give to others are always the givers. The farmer is one of the most finest givers in today's world. When you apply the same principle to Morgan Stanley Advantage Services, it's about paying more bonuses and hike to our employees. Wait, what? Hey Vishnu, what did you say about giving back? It's all about paying more bonuses and hike to our employees? No, I'm extremely sorry. I was about to stress on GVM, giving back. Now let me share an interesting story about a life of a farmer. During my Diwali vacation, I went for a solo drive to a place called Kanavai. The place was captivating with long bamboo trees, lush grasslands, and of course, the monkeys aiming for bananas. I stopped at a location where I could get a closer view of the mountain. Proximity to the mountain, I noticed a small hut where a man and a woman was cooking food using the tree branches. I approached him, I asked him, Aya, which means sir in English, what are you doing here? He said, he is a farmer and takes care of the agricultural lands nearby his home. We exchanged few words, and at last I asked him one question, and the answer to that question blew me away like breaking Benjamin. I asked him if God appeared in front of him and asked for a wish, what was the wish he would ask? He smiled and replied to me back saying, I would tell the world to drop all the weapons that would kill mankind, pick up the plow to irrigate lands, and feed the millions, and put an end to hunger. When a farmer who's deprived of his basic needs wants to feed the millions, what about you? What are you going to give back to this world, though you've got enough in your lives? This boils down to another terrifying story from India. How many of you heard about the 8-lane express highway road project which is going to come in the southern part of India? Anybody is aware of it? Cool. The project cost is estimated to be 9,000 crores. The road stretch is going to cover 277 kilometers. In a nutshell, it's the next root of all evil because there's a strong resistance to this development for many good reasons. I spoke to an activist and a farmer to understand why there are so many people rejecting this development. The activist said 100 hectares of forest lands will be cleared, the wildlife which is present there will be completely destroyed, and soon there will be a campaign called Save the Endangered Species. My question to you is, are you ready to face this? Next comes the farmer. He said 300 hectares of agricultural land will be completely wiped out because of this development. And he said, though the government is ready to pay him crores and crores amount of money for the land he owns, he's not ready to sell his land. I asked him, why? He said, you give me a crore, I'm going to buy a house or a car Whereas, if you give me an agricultural land, I will feed your future generations. That's the different Toastmasters. Today, if you go to Google and type India farmers, farmers in India, and hit enter, if you observe the right hand side of the search results page, you will find farmers suicide in India. That was quite surprising to me. How can a country who is meant to celebrate the success of farming and support farmers can create this kind of horrifying and dreadful situation? The price of onion today is 99 per kg in Delhi. Does anybody know how much a farmer gets out of per kg? It's just 8 rupees. Tears down the eyes even before peeling the onions. I want everybody in this room to take a look at this triangle and compare this triangle, the paper which I'm holding, to the current situation of India. We all know for the fact that the chief occupation of India is agriculture. That's the base of this triangle. Now, here is the most interesting thing. All the industry sectors wants to wipe out the agricultural lands, which is our base. They want to destroy the agricultural land day by day, month by month, year by year. If end of the day, the base is completely destroyed, you will be left with two sides. One is the poverty, next is the hunger. My question to you is, are you ready to face this? Here are the three most important things which I want you to do to support our Indian farmers. Number one, this is the most powerful thing in the world where you can cast your votes. Do support governments which supports farmers and the governments which provides more subsidies to our farmers. So only then we can be healthy as possible. Number two, teach your friends, your family and your relatives the importance of food and farming. We all know how to eat from our plates, but we do not know how the food is being cultivated on the soil. That's the most important thing. And today's education system has been completely changing, where the students belonging to different schools have been exposed to farming and they have been taught about how to raise a plant, how to raise a tree. That's the most important thing. And the next one is all about how do you teach, how do you spread the word of mouth about the farming. So the food is not about ingredients alone. It takes a lot of time to grow to become a tree. And do talk to your farmers to understand what are the best healthy practices to grow a plant and what are the things they do to cultivate a food. Next comes the important thing. All the industrial sectors, as I said, wants to destroy the agricultural lands. Ladies and gentlemen, in India, the plight of farming is a wake-up call. Today, if a farmer is suffering, it means your today's food is a question mark. If a farmer commits a suicide, your tomorrow's meal is at high stakes. Remember, next time you can binge with Netflix on weekends, but if there is no food provided by the farmers, you can't binge with paper money. Food is an essential part, and farmers do play an essential role in our lives. Last but not least, I would like to conclude one point. We all have one father, but we have got one common father, that's a farmer. Thank you very much. Back to the Toastmasters.